So it appears that AOC is visiting Florida, and this has turned out to be a PR battle on AOC's front. Obviously, anything that AOC does is going to be extremely scrutinized. But she's actually going after the GOP for projecting their sexual frustrations at her. So it says Ocasio-Cortez criticizes GOP for projecting their sexual frustrations at her. Rep. AOC on Friday shot back at criticisms from right-wing figures after a photo of her on vacation with her boyfriend in Florida was shared online, suggesting that her critics stop, quote, projecting their sexual frustrations on her. And so what it ends up actually saying here is Steve Cortez, a former Trump campaign advisor, shared a photo on Twitter on Friday of Ocasio-Cortez in public with her boyfriend Riley Roberts vacationing in Florida. Cortez attacked Ocasio-Cortez. I hope I'm saying that right, for not wearing a mask in public, and also took aim at Roberts' gross, pale male feet in public. Ocasio-Cortez responded by retweeting the photo and writing, quote, if Republicans are mad they can't date me, they can just say that instead of projecting their sexual frustrations onto my boyfriend's feet, you creepy weirdos. It's starting to get old ignoring the very obvious, strange, and deranged sexual frustrations that underpin the Republican fixation on me, women, and LGBT plus people in general, the New York Congresswoman added. These people clearly need therapy, won't do it, and use politics as their outlet instead. It's really weird. It says Ian Hawthorne, editor of the Daily Wire, replied to Ocasio-Cortez tweet by writing, I definitely do not want to date you. I'm surprised that he would send that out, because all that tweet really says is like you saying that you're not wanting it. It just makes it sound like you do, which is just kind of makes it worse. But this is the tweet if you're wondering. So this guy has a thing for feet, because someone actually posted in the responses. I guess the Tucker Carlson thing, I don't know if it was like the gun dude went off on Tucker Carlson or something like that, but he did the same yellow circle he does here at the dude's feet on that guy because he was wearing sandals, and he highlights his feet. So this guy clearly has something. He definitely has something with feet for sure. He's into feet, which if you're into feet, like, I mean, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me, but, you know, if that's what you're into, I respect it. You know, everyone's got their own thing going on. He says if leftists like AOC actually thought mandates and masking worked, they wouldn't be frolicking in free Florida. Her guy is showing his gross pale male feet in public, not at a pool/beach with hideous sandals. 0 for 2. It's a picture of them just hanging out. I don't know how, you know, obviously they're following regulations by being outdoors and drinking and eating and not masking. But, you know, why the need to highlight the man's feet is very weird. So if you don't understand what she means by the sexual frustration thing, I think what she's trying to imply here is that this guy is frustrated, that she's actually saying Republicans in general are frustrated that I guess they can't have sex with her, and so they're letting their anger out on her boyfriend's feet. I guess out of their jealousy of him, and I definitely think I mean, we'd be lying to ourselves if that wasn't true of a lot of Republicans. Obviously, some Republicans I think are down to say it publicly, but they're obviously not going to be the politicians. But it's certainly like, you know, are we really going to act like there aren't a lot of Republicans and especially politicians who are, you know, are maybe frustrated about that? You know, I think it would be foolish to kind of doubt that thing, you know. You know, Congress is obviously very old, and so unless you have like a GILF thing, you know, I don't think you're going to really find too many that, you know, really tickles your fancy if you're not like 70, 60, 50, you know, 80 years old. Or maybe you're into, you know, MILFs and, you know, I don't know, then you can kind of be into maybe some of the 40-year-olds or whatever, but obviously AOC is younger than that and all that stuff. So I think we'd be kind of lying to ourselves if we said that this is not the thing. But there's obviously no big deal going on here, but the Republican media is trying to get at this dude. I wish I could find the picture, but he literally did the same highlighting thing with the feet with the other dude, the Tucker Carlson dude as well. So she's saying that. I'm definitely surprised that she actually went this far to say that out front. I didn't expect her to say that they're projecting their sexual frustrations onto her boyfriend's feet. I'm definitely surprised that she actually went to this realm. I'm definitely surprised by this. But, you know, she's getting into it with Ron DeSantis' team. Apparently, you know, Ron DeSantis hasn't been found anywhere in a while. You know, where exactly is he? We don't really know. she says she'd be down to meet with Ron DeSantis. This guy saying that, I definitely would not want to date you. So, I don't know why he would send that tweet out. Because when you say you don't want to, it's just people are just going to make fun of you and just be like, oh, yeah, sure, you don't want to. It's like, and even saying that out loud, obviously I don't think Republicans really have a comedic sense of any kind. Or I guess maybe just like a social sense of understanding that of any kind. But you have to expect, like, bro, if you send that out, no matter who it is, if you send that out, it's not going to go over well. Like, come on, bro, I definitely don't want to date you. It's just like, no one's going to believe you. And honestly, when you say that, it makes you sound like you do. So even if you genuinely don't, sending that tweet out is not going to help your case. It's not going to convince anybody. In fact, all it's going to do is it'll just convince people of the other way. So pretty funny stuff going on here with AOC. I think AOC is probably just happy that it's not her feet that are being scrutinized, but apparently her boyfriend has been made fun of a lot. But largely that is, of course, going to be because, they likely are projecting their sexual frustration. To be fair, not only is it Republicans doing this, there also seem to be liberals and progressives who were kind of doing that and making fun of her boyfriend. Maybe because they're feeling a little jealous. Maybe they're feeling a little jelly that, they're not the ones with AOC. So, in complete fairness to the Republicans, it doesn't appear to be a solely Republican thing. It seems like it's more of an across the aisle thing. So, take that for what you will.